Hello,
Greetings, JTH here.
Mr. Tails the Hero.
And we have part número dos of Luna the Complicated Princess coming your way.
Yep, and we also have food on the way.
Yep, yummy yummy Chinese.
Yes.
Anyways, here we go. Part 2 of Luna the Complicated Princess. Luna, are you okay? Aren't you having a good time? Luna sighed and looked out the window. It's just that, well, before our banishment, no pony would even bother to stay up and enjoy our night. We return to our throne to find that nothing has changed over these 1,000 years. Our subjects still prefer our sister's day over our night. Our heart aches some nights, when we do wish much for nothing. There was a moment of silence before you spoke up. Luna, what are you talking about? Luna looked up at you with a surprised expression. Pardon? She asked. You haven't been out much, have you? So I guess you've never heard of a nightclub? Luna scratched her head as she put on a confused expression. Pray tell, what is this nightclub thou speakest of? You sat back in your chair as you prepared to blow the princess's mind. I've never been to a nightclub before.
I went to a club once, and I walked right out. It was so fucking annoying. I couldn't stand it. No offense to anybody who out there who goes to nightclubs, but clubs just aren't my thing.
Oh, it's the best. It's a place where ponies go to dance, listen to music, drink their glow sticks, and a DJ. And the best part is, they do this all night. Luna's eyes widened at the prospect that what you were saying was true. All night? You leaned in closer for emphasis. All night long.
All night long. That's a good song.
Luna looked around the room as though she was about to burst into spontaneous excitement. Well, we suppose that things have changed since we were gone. The champagne gave you just enough courage to say what you had in mind next. Well, if you like, maybe I can take you to one sometime. You know, get a break from the norm. Luna smiled as she felt her cheeks turn red.
Nerd.
It had been 1,000 years since a stallion had asked to escort her to a night out. And even if it was only one... And even then it was only so they could get closer to her sister. For real.
You know how people are.
Her lack of male attention was one of the factors that led her to spiral into darkness. But this alien creature made her feel like she was a mare that was desirable. She was more than just Princess Celestia's little sister. And she liked it a lot. We would like that very much. You played it cool, but inside you were fist pumping and saying, "Yeah!" Look forward to it, Luna. Oh, and if some pony gives you a small round pill with a smiley face on it, don't take it. Luna giggled cheerfully. It felt good that you had brought some happiness to the lonely princess. We shall remember that. She took a long sip of her drink before sighing and looking at you. We suppose now is a good time to tell thee about our proposal. You had been having so much fun that you have forgotten that Luna asked you here for a reason. You sat straight up in your chair in anticipation of what the princess wanted to ask of you. Okay, Luna, what is it? Luna took a deep breath before continuing.
Sorry about that.
What was all that?
I hit the wrong button.
Before we tell thee, we would like thee to know that if it's not acceptable, that thou art under no obligation to comply. Just say no and we shall never speak of it again. We feel more trepidation now that we have had such a wonderful time getting to know thee. You gave Luna's leg a little tap with your foot. Luna, we spent all this time getting to know each other. Whatever it is, nothing's going to change between us. I'm going to take you to a club the next chance I get. I promise. There we go. Promise. Luna smiled shyly at you. Aw, just like Fluttershy would. You hoped that what you said would allay some of her nerves. We thank thee. We cannot remember the last time we had so much fun with the stallion we just met. You put your hands behind your head, feeling your ego inflate at the notion that a princess actually enjoyed your company. Luna took another deep breath as she felt the moment was right. We would like to ask that you would join us in performing... How do you pronounce that?
Wait, what?
C-O-I-T.
Coitus. Sex.
Oh boy.
The intercourse.
I wasn't sure how to
I
pronounce
believe
it.
that's how you pronounce it, coitus.
Okay. You blinked so hard you could have sworn you heard it. That you could hear it. The circuits in your brain were beyond scrambled as you tried to process what the princess had just asked. I'm sorry, Luna. The champagne must be getting to me. Did you just ask me for sex? Yes, we did. Well, this evening was taking an interesting turn. You took another drink from your glass before shaking your head to make sure that you were still awake. Luna fidgeted in her chair as she waited for you to say something. Luna, not that I'm not flattered, but why me? I mean, you're a princess, and you're really pretty. You could get any stallion you wanted. I mean, yeah, I'm rare, what with being the only human and all, but in this world, I'm, for lack of a better word, a freak. Luna continued to look down while she fidgeted in her chair. We do not think of thee as a freak. We have looked into thine dreams and... Whoa, hold on, Luna. You've been looking at my dreams? Well, she can do that.
Yeah, she can.
You knew that the princess had the ability to look into Pony's dreams. You had always thought that she mostly just viewed the dreams of young fillies and colts. Yes, we have seen thine dreams, and we have seen that thou art a kind, gentle, and caring human. We have observed that thou hast felt the same pain and sorrow, but dost thou not hate thine life, or world despite this? But we have also seen that thou hides thyself in the shadows from the world, for fear that others would not understand or accept thee. That kind of is how Luna feels.
Yeah. It's unfortunate.
She really knew how to cut to the core of you. It sounded like Luna knew more about where you were coming from. Well, it looks like you've done your research, Luna, but you still haven't answered my question. Why me? Luna looked embarrassed. You knew that the answer had to be something interesting. Well, in the time before our banishment, we dreamt of our first time with the stallion. We sought out different candidates, but found that all of them were only interested in pursuing the opportunity to bat our sister. Oh, for fuck's sake. When we returned from our banishment, our form was reverted to that of a filly and no stallion who wanted to woo us. That's true. She was a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Sounded like it wasn't as easy for a princess to get some action as you thought. Once we had returned to our normal form, we tried to continue the pursuit of finding a bedmate, but now we find that most stallions are afraid of us for the nightmare we once were. Luna's use of the term the shadows seemed very appropriate. That's when we first looked into thine dreams. We saw that thou shared many of the same fears and emotions that we felt. And because of that, you figured that I would be a good first partner. Luna nodded solemnly at your reply. We particularly liked the one about the chicken and the sandwich playing cards, Luna giggled as she remembered that silly dream she had dropped in on. Oh my god.
Oh, you saw that?
You saw that, huh? You, on the other hand, were blushing and scratching the back of your head, hoping the princess didn't see you lose your shirt. Literally. It's not that I'm saying no, Luna. It's just that I've been getting along so well that I don't think you or me want to complicate it with jumping into the hay. Luna echoed you with urgency as she waved her hooves back and forth. Please do not mistake us. We do not wish for anything of a romantic nature. We only ask that thou helps us to, how do they say, scratch an itch. Like we said earlier, if thou dost not wish it, thou can just say no and we shall never mention it again. So, she's not going to force him into something he's uncomfortable with. That's good.
I'm not lying.
You had a choice to make. Luna made it clear that there were no strings attached one way or another. but you knew exactly where the princess was coming from. Everyone, princess, pony, or human wants to feel desirable and wanted in an intimate way. Luna may be an immortal goddess of the moon, but inside she was a girl with wants and needs. In your life, you had felt undesirable and unwanted more times than you cared to remember. How could you say no to her now? You reached over and placed your hand on the princess's hoof. Luna looked like she couldn't contain her anticipation of your answer. You smiled at your companion with warm inflection. This joke. Luna, in spite of the wonderful time I've had hanging out with you and the bravery you showed at asking this of me, I would be honored to escort you down this road to Bangtown.
What the fuck?
Luna shot you a confused look at the last two words you used. What is this Bangtown?
Oh no.
Will there be violence involved? Oh my god. You laughed a little. It's an inside joke. I'll tell you later. But yes, Luna, I will engage in coitus with you. Like I said, if that is how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Luna actually squealed as she smiled from ear to ear. We thank thee. We do not have any experience, but we have read many books on the subject, and we think that thou will be pleased. Oh, really now?
You know how hard it is for a woman to control their libido?
You mentioned this before, yeah.
It's even harder for a guy.
Yeah, you mentioned this before.
And I fap at least 3 times a week.
Yeah, you said that before in one of our previous videos.
Yeah.
You smiled at the princess's excitement. It felt good to help someone get something they wanted. You decided to start things off with a kiss. Really, you just wanted to be the first human or pony to kiss the princess of the night. Rising from your chair, you moved over to Luna to deliver that kiss. But before you could get close enough, you were stopped when Luna put a hoof out in front of her. It's tradition for companions of royalty to remove a princess's regalia, Luna stated, letting her royal ego take over. Okay. Okay, there we go. You might have protested the act if the prospect of undressing a princess wasn't so appealing. You held Luna's foreleg with one hand while you used the other to gently remove the silver slipper from her hoof. Luna smiled as a warm glow filled her cheeks. She enjoyed how gently you held her leg while removing her quote-unquote regalia with care. You placed all 4 slippers neatly under her chair. Being so close to Luna gave you an opportunity to take in her heavenly scent. She smelt of lavender and rosewater, most likely from bathing with the finest bath products. Well, duh! But yeah, the smell of lavender, that's a really heavenly scent. Lavender smells great.
Yes, it does.
As long as you don't put the word town after it.
Did you have to make that joke?
Couldn't resist. Oh, hello. Do you think we should stop? What?
Nothing here.
Okay. Sorry, we need to take a break, so next part will just be, it'll still be part 2, but it'll be called 2.5, and so we'll see you in a little bit. Goodbye. And we're back.
Error.
So now we continue with part 2 of Luna the Complicated Princess. You then move to her necklace. Luna leaned forward to give you better access to the clasp. You remove the onyx neckpiece and look for a place to put it. Luna pointed to a pony bust on her dresser, and you promptly moved to place the necklace over it. Finally, you reached for her crown, but stopped before you touched it and looked to Luna for approval. Thou art very polite. Thou knows that it is rude to touch the crown of a princess without permission. Really, you had just observed it from living in the castle. The maids always asked Princess Celestia before touching her crown. Luna gave a single nod, to which you carefully removed her crown and joined it with its partner on the bust. We ask thou for one more favor before we may proceed. You let out an before you took a knee next to Luna's chair. You had come this far, one more favor isn't gonna matter. Name it, you say affirmatively. Go down. Okie dokie. Yeah, there we go. Oh, that's cute. We would like to ask if that would... Oh, I can't say it. It's too cute.
Where am we?
Right here.
We would like to ask if thou would rub our tummy.
That's too cute. Oh, that is too cute. It wasn't a big request at all. You really thought it was adorable how she used the word tummy. Oh my god. Without answering, you put one arm under Luna's back legs while slipping the other around her shoulders and lifted her from her chair. You figured if she wanted to be treated like a princess, then you would carry her to bed like a princess. Luna responded to you carrying her by blushing while she wrapped her forelegs around your neck and resting her head against your chest. Daw.
Oh my god.
That's cute.
I would die.
You walked her over to her bed and placed her on her back. Luna kept her back legs close to maintain modesty. You walked over to the light switch next to the door and turned it off. Okay, again, that's cute. Would thou mind turning on our nightlight? Again, that's cute. Luna just kept getting cuter and cuter. The princess of the night needs a nightlight. Priceless. Of course, Luna. Okay, that's cute again. You said turning off the light before bending over and turning on the red heart-shaped nightlight at the base of the wall.
Oh.
That's cute too. The room was bathed in a soft red, which made Luna's eyes sparkle in the dim light. You removed your shirt before returning to the bed and sitting next to where Luna was laying. Her mare hood was covered by her legs, but you could plainly see her breasts just below her stomach. The small mounds of flesh were a delicate pinkish color, which contrasted with her dark blue coat. Her nipples poked out top like two little cherries, just waiting to be teased. Okay, again, that's good. Whatever. You placed your hand on her stomach to find that it was incredibly soft and warm, like petting a newborn puppy. Luna tensed her stomach muscles at your touch, but soon relaxed and awaited the tender attention she had waited for. You moved your head back and forth on her belly, occasionally using your finger to explore her little navel, to which Luna would let out a small giggle. The princess swooned and gave little moans of approval as her hand explored every inch of her tummy. Her stomach was so soft and warm it was driving you crazy. You wanted to kiss and rub your face against it. It was so cute and small that you wondered how it was possible for her to carry a foal in there. Okay, this is going to be funny to say. Suddenly you felt your best man begin to twitch as the thought of Luna with a big pregnant belly entered your mind.
Ew.
Oh my god.
That's not my fetish.
No fools would come from sex with the princess, but it was fun to imagine it.
Okay. I don't judge.
Whatever. Feeling more aroused from the thought of a pregnant Luna, you let your hand travel down until you felt Luna's stiff nipples under your palm. Luna let out a little squeak as you began to fondle with the second most sensitive spot on her body, but you gave no sign that she wanted you to stop. So you cupped the small mound and gave it a gentle squeeze. Ugh, excuse me. Her breasts were even softer and warmer than her stomach. You could feel the firmer breast tissue as you pressed and squeezed. Luna's nipples were getting so hard that they felt like little stones on soft mounds. Luna was doing her best to maintain her proper composure, but it was so hard when your hands felt so good. It felt 1,000 times better than her own hooves had ever felt on those lonely nights when she would have to satisfy her own needs. Oh, that's gotta suck for her. She wanted to moan and writhe and tell you how good it felt, and how happy she was that you were touching her so tenderly. But for the sake of maintaining her dignity as a princess, she contented herself with moaning into a pillow. That's gotta be, like, the best thing ever for a guy, just to hear a girl moaning and whatnot. That has to be the best part for a guy. You shifted your attention to the other breast. You couldn't leave the poor thing unattended. You wanted to kiss and suck on the tender flesh and drive Luna crazy, but you didn't want to offend her by helping yourself to her body. You had taken a gamble by touching her breast when she had only asked you to rub her tummy. But since she hadn't complained or said anything, you took it that she was enjoying it. But until she did say something, you were just going to continue what you were doing. Why does he not suckle upon them? Luna asked herself as she continued to pay tribute to her virgin tits. Well, what do you know? Luna was enjoying the attention her breasts were receiving, but she wanted more. She wanted you to lick and kiss and suck on her sensitive breast meat. She would have loved it if you clamped your mouth on her delicate nipples and sucked like sucked like a hungry foal, occasionally giving them a soft but hard bite or even a twist with your fingers. He truly is a gentle colt. He's being so sweet with me. I should do something to repay his kindness. You continued fondling with the princess's girls until she placed a hoof on your hand. Please, lay next to us. You now saw an opening to get that kiss that you wanted. Taking your hand off Luna's breast, you did as instructed and laid down next to her. Your faces were an inch away from each other, but you were enjoying the closeness of the moment. Luna touched a hoof to your chest and began to trail it across your pecs and over your collarbone. It was obvious that she was fascinated by your anatomy, and you were enjoying letting her explore your torso with a childlike curiosity. The pads of her hooves were warm and tender as she gently pressed her hoof into your chest. Luna was having a hard time keeping her cool when she was so turned on by both your fondling of her mare parts and you now by letting her touch and caress your chest. It's so warm, and he has almost no fur, she thought as she pressed her hoof into your flesh before her. It was getting hard for her to conceal the growing moisture between her thighs. She desperately wanted to kiss you. Okay. There we go. You couldn't help yourself anymore. Luna was just... hang on, my mom's calling me. What? Well, just let it record. I'll watch it tomorrow.
You watch Once Upon a Time?
Now that Elsa and Anna are in it.
Oh.
Yes.
We're back. Well, he's back.
Yeah, my mom was calling me. One of the shows I've taken a slight interest to, Once Upon a Time, is on. I've started watching it now that Anna and Elsa are involved. You couldn't help yourself anymore. Luna was just teasing you now by having her face be so near the prize of her lips, so close that you could taste them. It didn't help that she was touching and tickling your chest like a curious little filly. Oh, Jesus. Sorry that I'm burping so much. We just ate. Grasping her by the underside of her muzzle, you closed the gap and put your lips to hers. Luna responded by taking a sharp breath through her nostrils. She wrapped her forelegs around your neck and pulled you even tighter into her. She let a small moan escape as she used her tongue to open your mouth and begin her assault. Oh boy, here we go. Her tongue tasted sweet like champagne and for some reason like watermelon Jolly Ranchers. Luna claimed that she was inexperienced with matters of intimacy, but her voracious tongue technique was proving otherwise. She was like a starving pony the way she used her tongue to wrestle and twist with yours. Luna's head was spinning from the sensation of having her tongue in a male's mouth. Your body had a fragrant yet musky scent that was making her even more moist than she had ever been in her life. Whenever she had caught the whiff of a stallion, she had always found their scent to be strong and offensive, but yours was hitting her in a different way completely. She wanted to devour you whole, but she was content to continue playing inside your mouth with her pink tongue. Really now. Okay. Ooh, that's perfect. You rubbed Luna's back as she shifted and swooned into your kiss, venturing down where your hand felt the feathers of her wings as they began to grow stiff and twitch with excitement. Wing boner! Right? Wing boner! Her feathers were as smooth as silk curtains. But you had another area in mind that you wanted to discover. I think I know what he's talking about.
We all do.
Yep. Yup, I called it. Your hand glided over her velvety coat as you approached the smooth round bulb of Luna's butt. I knew it. Luna gasped as she felt you grab her rump with a firm grip. Her plot was like a flood before, but your grabbing of her rump had pushed her to her breaking point. Her butt was even cuter than you had anticipated. It may not have been as big as some other mares, definitely not as big as Celestia's, but it was without a doubt the cutest butt you had ever seen. Luna broke the kiss. She needed to catch her breath. After your fondling and passionate kissing, she felt like she had just run a marathon. Are you okay, Luna? Do you want me to stop? Excuse me. Luna panted heavily as you stroked her butt more gently than before. We are better than okay. We would like to thank thee for thine favor. Da-da-da-da. Luna pushed your shoulder with a hoop to get you to lay on her back. She sat up on her wings, splayed out. She sat up, her wings splayed out to full extension. She moved down your legs, and you opened them to let her nestle down between your thighs. Her horn flashed with blue light, and before you knew what she was doing, your pants disappeared in a flash of the same blue light.
Whoa.
Geez, Luna, you could have warned me before doing that. You scolded her a little more harshly than you meant to. Luna blushed and looked away from you like you had done something she didn't mean to. Whoa. We're sorry. We did not know that thou had a dislike for magic. Luna apologized, realizing she had acted without thinking. You had never been crazy about magic, especially when it was used on you, but the anger you felt melted away at the sight of Luna's sad expression. You ran your hand through Luna's ethereal mane and down to the underpart of her muzzle. She tilted her head up to look at you, her teal blue eyes shining in the dim red light as you smiled at her. No, I'm sorry, Luna. I shouldn't have snapped at you. Use your magic on me however you want. Just, please don't make it feel weird. Luna gazed at you with a bashful smile as you gently held her face. Okay. Luna gazed at you with a bashful smile as you gently held her face. Do not worry. Thou art about to experience the secret technique known only to the princesses of Equestria. Other than Prince Shining Armor, thou shalt be the first male to experience it in Untold Millennium. Holy shit, that sounded scary and exciting at the same time.
I'm intrigued.
You had gone to a strip club with Shining Armor once when he was in Canterlot on business. Nice guy, but ruined the night by talking on about Princess Cadence the whole time. Despite his good looks and princely stature...
Whoa, wait a minute. Why is Shining Armor going to a strip club when he's a married man?
Hello, ruined the night by talking on about Princess Cadence the whole time?
He's a married man. I'm just saying, why would a married man go to a strip club? I mean, he's supposed to be loyal. Most women frown upon that. I mean, I've been to a strip club, but I ain't a married man.
Despite his good looks and princely stature, you found that he was also a huge D&D nerd. I forget whatever the hell that means.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh. Luna closed her eyes as she sent magic into her horn. Your half-hard cock was enveloped in her blue aura. Your pulse quickened. You felt nervous that Luna would accidentally blow up your body like a hot dog in a microwave.
Never microwave an egg, by the way.
An egg?
Yes.
But surprisingly, you felt nothing. The magic around your manhood felt sorta tingly. You looked back at Luna. She propped her head up on her hooves as she gazed at your dick like it was a rare species of bird. Suddenly, you felt the magic around your dick begin to squeeze. It was like getting your blood pressure tested. It squeezed you, forming bumps and waves in all the right places. The surprises were still to come, though. You then felt the magic sleeve get warm like bath water, filling you with warm delight. To top it off, Luna gave the magic the feeling of being filled with soft oil to help stimulate you more.
She's turning the magic into a fleshlight, pretty much.
You grit your teeth as the feeling was unbelievable. You tried to stifle it, but the pressure, heat, and moisture caused you to let out an embarrassing moan. Art thou all right? We can turn the heat down, Luna said, looking up at you, worried that she had messed up something with her spell. No, it's just so... Amazing? Yeah, that's the word. Luna giggled as she returned to focusing your now magic-wrapped cock. She applied just a little more pressure to your appendage, now satisfied with her work. Now it's time for her to use the vocabulary that she had learned from reading her erotic novels. She spent many a night in front of her vanity mirror, stuttering and repeating the dirty words that she hoped to use in the company of her first partner. So wait, is she gonna stutter them on purpose?
Well, she's probably nervous as all fuck.
Does your cock feel good? You were taken aback at the sound of Luna using such a naughty word, but the way she said it was too cute and innocent. Yes, Luna, you said simply. She's actually trying to, use, I and stuff instead of we, and things like that. I want to milk your cock until you juice into my magic pussy. You wanted to pop right then and there, but you held on to let Luna continue playing around with your manhood to hear more of her filthy language. When you come, shoot right into my magic. I want to see you blow. You were working on that as she spoke. Luna moved the magic pussy up and down your shaft, feeling and caressing every inch of it. The magic paused when it reached the tip, and it began to suck upon the head, and causing you to grip the bedding as you tried to fight off the urge to come. The magic suction picked up speed as you writhed and grunted, quickly approaching your orgasm. You closed your eyes, but quickly decided against it. As soon as you closed them, it felt like you were balls deep inside the most incredible pussy you had ever felt. You opened your legs a little wider as Luna began twisting the magic pussy around the head. You tried to hold out, but the feeling of a tight wet pussy squeezing and twisting around your best man was far too much to stand. There was a sensation in your balls that meant the end was near. Apparently, it must be feeling really good to him.
Well, of course.
Luna, I'm gonna come soon. Luna picked up the pace of her stroking and twisting, trying to drive you over the edge. I think my mom's calling me again.
One moment, gentlemen. Ponies, people.
What? No, I'm fine. No, I'm fine. Go. Do you want a pork chop?
No, thank you.
No. Sorry, my parents called me again. Do not hold back. Ejaculate as hard as you can. You clenched your eyes closed as you let the feeling of coming wash over you. Every muscle in your body clenched and tightened as your balls clung to your body. You moaned as you felt your cum shoot out quickly in shots every time you thrust your hips upward into the magic grasp. In your orgasm-induced delirium, you heard Luna giggle as she stroked and milked you. You fired 2 more ropes of semen into your magic lover before you collapsed flat on your back. Luna squeezed and pulled your cock from the base to the tip in an attempt to get every last drop. When she was satisfied that she had milked the last dollop of spunk out of you, she released the spell and quickly, and your half-hard dick fell on your stomach. Did our magic feel good? You panted heavily as you let your pulse slow down. You looked over yourself at Luna. She had her head tilted sideways like a little mischievous little girl. To the left, you saw an orb of blue light, the contents of which you recognized as your own cum. Huh. Well, what do you know? Yeah, it was unbelievable, Luna. But what's that for? You asked, nodding to the orb of semen. Luna looked between you and the ball to her left. She looked like she was trying to find something to say, but couldn't think of anything on the spot. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Well, Before she could come up with anything, she popped the ball into her mouth. She proceeded to move the seed inside around it, trying to taste it to the fullest. With an audible gulp, the cum went down her throat. She covered her mouth with the tip of her hoof as she looked at you with embarrassment. We have always wondered how it would taste. Our erotic novels give vivid descriptions, but without experience it leaves much to the imagination. It was just too hot and cute for words, but you just had to ask one question. How was it? Luna licked her lips like she had just ate a tasty cupcake. It was very thick and rich, but also a little bitter, she replied. Okay, we're gonna stop right here. Okay, so that's the end of part 2. This is JTH.
Mr. Toes really
And
laying on the ground.
and we will see you in part 3. Goodbye.